Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks. I'm a little bit confused with this one. I totally don't understand what he's doing. He's trying to save time because this takes, when he does a lot of them, it takes a lot of rastering time. I'm going to go ahead and turn this thing at a 90-degree angle like he's got it in the picture. This probably would run faster rastering the way he has it. And he's got these yellows, so I'm going to make them all black. But what I'm going to do differently, well, let's see what this is. I don't know what the yellow, if the yellow is it's a 600 point line. So my suggestion would be to just take all this away and make this line, this is evidently the cut line. So we're going to make it a hairline and we're going to make it red. And then I'm going to take Control D to make, so set your duplicate distance on 0, 0, and this is a great reason for it. I'm going to Control D and make a duplicate while holding down the Control button, or excuse me, the Shift button. I'm going to bring that in. And then I'm going to Control D, Control D. Now, in his process, or the way it looks, with the yellow lines, he had one of them thicker. But these look like, and he's trying to get rid of this starting and, well, that doesn't even make any sense. Rastering shouldn't do that. And I don't understand, he's got some templates here and maybe he's painting that. And there's actually a way around that if you want it green like that. So what I'm going to do is take these lines and leave them a hairline. Now, you're going to have to do some testing. And what I would do is just take some, a 2-point line and make it a vector line. I draw and everything in hairline. And I just got back from vacation and he sent me a couple of emails and maybe I should have gone back and rewritten them or reread them. You could make this line and save a lot of time by vector engraving this, where it would just come around and vector it and not cut all the way through the wood, but at a mark. So if you will leave this one and cut it last, and then take maybe these two lines, holding down the Shift key, and grabbing those two objects, and run them at, let's say if you take your plywood and it takes 100 power at 15 speed to cut through it. Do it at 100 power and 50 speed, so it won't cut through the wood, but run it out of focus about 1/8 of an inch. And then maybe take this center one and run at the same speed, same power, but maybe put it 1/4 of an inch up out of focus. What that does is going to make the beam wider, and it's just going to wrap around there and cut a beam that's thicker. I hope this makes sense. But if you do a couple of tests and do this one and run this one like an 1/8 of an inch high, run this one at 1/4 inch high, and run this one at 1/8 of an inch high. You'll have to do them separately, but you could do them all at one time. This is, it's only 5 inches by a little more than 6 inches. But if you rastered this, it would take it's just taking too long. But if you vector this, it'll do it in a few seconds. But I would do some testing. Now on this Word, and I'll apologize if that's not your font because I don't know that I have this font. Well, I do, maybe so. But you need to weld this together. So we're going to go to Object and Shaping and weld it. If you notice, there's no weld up here. It's because it's a font. Now we could probably convert it to a curve, but that's another deal. So if we go to Object and Shaping and weld, it will weld that. And then You know, if you want to vector engrave that, or if you want to smart fill it, you know, with black, and, you know, you could paint fill this actually better. And maybe that's what I would cut out, maybe all my circles, you know, the outer one, and then you could place them back in the machine. And after you do this, you could sand it. And if you take shellac, so if we take the smart fill tool and let's use black, and I might be totally off base, and engrave that, and then, you know, put it in the center of the page. Let's group that together and engrave that pretty deep, and then coat the whole thing in shellac. I mean, the whole thing, way around the lettering, and then let the shellac dry. And I'll post a video at the bottom of this video on more how to do that. What the shellac does, it keeps the paint pigments from getting into the wood and bleeding. If you put the shellac, it's got a, you know, just put enough, brush it on there, you know, don't have an abundance of it in there. And then you could take the paint and you could literally just paint this whole thing, the whole thing in green. And then you take it and get an orbital sander and sand it off, and it will only sand the upper part and not get down in that green. Now, I don't, you know, he's using some sort of stencil, and that's pretty good, but, you know, you're going to find things that are going to fall out. And I really don't, I'm a little bit confused on what's going on here. But, and maybe tomorrow, I just got home from a vacation on Bush. Maybe this will help him. But try vector engraving, but get a test piece and just run them out of, and you'll be really surprised how good that will look. You know, when the beam comes through the laser, it gets wider and wider. And so if you had a beam and the focus was right pinpoint to cut that, if you put 1/8 of an inch off focus to the top and 1/4 inch off the top, the beam will be wider and it won't burn through, and it burns it pretty good. But maybe I would cut all the circles out first, and well, maybe I would engrave or vector engrave the circles you're not going to cut, and then cut the whole thing out and engrave that, take it out of your laser. Yeah, and then you're basically done. And fill that in with shellac, or not fill it in, but, you know, then don't get any out in here. You could, as long as you put the shellac in it. Well, I wouldn't even do that. I would just put the shellac around the word, and then when you sand all this off and sand the burn from the laser and the burn from the laser here, but you don't really have to do the burn on the laser from the word. But I'll put and I might be 100% off base here. I'll put a link to filling that in with paint and shellac. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.